watching Spots. One of Spot's main objectives is to bring awareness and exposure to our local creatives, like the one that's sitting right next to me. Please tell us your name.
Ja.
Hi, Ja. And Ja, please tell us a little about yourself. What do you like to do?
I'm a photographer, music producer, graphic designer. Just a vast list. I don't know. I can't remember everything. Hold on. Clothing designer. I got 2 clothing brands. A model, and more, etc. I'm from Richmond, Virginia. And yeah, we're here to talk about photography.
That's right. As you guys can tell, Ja has many talents, but the one that we're going to be talking about today is photography. And if you don't mind telling us, Ja, what got you interested in photography?
Okay. I was always into photography, but like, oh no. It was recent. It was really recent where I was like, photography, that's the one. Cause I remember when I was younger, I used to always want a camera. Like every Christmas, I would be asking for a camera and I would always break it every single time. And then a couple of years went by, I just stopped. I stopped caring about photography up until like 2023. And I was watching this video. We gonna talk more about the person who I was watching later, but I was watching the video and I was like, look-y, photography, that's the one right there. And it's like ever since then, I just been more and more interested.
Do you remember your first camera?
Nah, I can't remember what it was called. I remember what it looked like, but I can't remember what it's called.
Okay. And okay, so you said you started like getting into photography like in 2023. So that was about like 2 years ago or so. Yeah,
2 years ago.
In that time, have you developed a style? Like I know some people like to shoot black and white or just portraits or like landscapes, or like what's your Ja style of photography?
Just like fashion portraits. Like I just love going places and seeing like fly people and just like, you want a picture? Just straight up. That's not how I started, but that's basically my method. Just going out to different events, taking pictures, posting them on my website, sending it back to people. Everyone, that's like my favorite thing in the world, sending people back their pictures and seeing their reaction. Like that's what I like to do.
That actually leads into one of my questions about whether you plan your shoots or do you just do it like spontaneously?
All the way.
But you are planning to plan your shoots too, because you're doing photo shoots now, right?
Yeah. But it's like, we might plan the location, but after that, it's freestyle all the way.
Oh, so Ja style is freestyle.
Basically.
But I would say you do a little street photography as well, because I mean you are going out and just catching people in the moment.
Mm-hmm.
All right. That being said, where do you find inspiration for your shoots and subjects? Like what gets you going? Why did you choose this approach to photography?
Because I'm really into fashion. So I say like the fashion world, it's very broad, but when I see someone with that outfit on, I'm like, it's like something just goes off in my brain, and I just
like I gotta document.
I gotta document this.
Okay. But how would you like? Do you like fashion more or photography more? If you had to like compare your.
I do a lot of things, and I feel like they all intertwine.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like I don't know if I like one thing more than the other. If that makes sense.
You like both equally?
Yeah.
Okay. And that being said, you like to do street photography, and I know you like to go to certain fashion spots. And with this, are you trying to like convey a message or do something with your photography, or is it purely just like I just want to take pictures? Or are you trying to do something like greater? Or
eventually, I want to do like insane creative shoots. That's like you look at that and you're like, I just want to evoke. I don't know that word, but bring emotion out of people when they see something. Whether it's like, oh my goodness, this is like the greatest thing I've ever seen, or like they get extremely happy, like something like that. I want to go above and beyond when it comes to creativity, when it comes to my shoots. But right now, I'm keeping it a little simple.
So would you say it's more like a personal goal to just be as best as you can?
Yeah.
As opposed to like, inspiring others? Which is it more?
I mean, it's something I genuinely like to do for myself. Like, take the money away, take everything else out the way, take the satisfaction I see on people's faces after I give them pictures. I'm still gonna go out and take pictures.
Yeah. Okay, and on the topic of inspiration, what are your big inspirations for photography? Because I know you say like, this is just my calling, I was just drawn to it and whatnot. But if you guys see Jaw's work up until this point, it's very, very good. It's incredible. But I know like you must have like been pulling from somewhere, you know what I'm saying? You must have seen something that was like, I want to incorporate this into my work. So
Gunnar Stahl. That's the person I was watching. Gunnar Stahl, he's a photographer. I think he's from Atlanta. He's a photographer. And basically how he started, he had bought this camera off his friend and it broke. So he had picked up a film camera, like a disposable film camera. And he had went to this Kanye concert. I think it was like 2013. And he shot the whole thing on film and he hated it. But it challenged him to continue shooting on film. And now he only shoots on film. And I was watching that. I was like kind of confused. I was like, you could have just got another digital camera.
Yeah.
But then I started looking into film and like portraits that was shot on film, and I understood it. And my first real camera was a film camera. Like after I seen that in like 2023, fast forward like a year or some change later, I bought a film camera because of Gunnar Stahl. And it was up from there.
Do you feel like your experience with film cameras like gotten better? Do you feel like you're more skilled with them?
For sure.
Are there any new like styles or like, concepts that you're trying out with film cameras that we probably haven't seen before?
That you probably haven't seen before? No. Something I'm trying out, lighting. I had to realize that lighting is literally everything. It's actually very hectic because on a digital camera, you could take the picture and you could see it immediately. So you know what to correct. On film,
And since you like to shoot spontaneously, like it's really, did it capture the moment or did I mess this up?
So when you're trying to do like really artistic stuff and you like want to play with a whole bunch of like your lighting or your settings, you might waste a whole roll of film trying to be creative.
That's true. Is film expensive or?
It depends. I get like $10 rolls of film, so.
Okay.
But you gotta buy the $10 roll, then you gotta get it processed, which is another $10. There's like, that starts to stack up.
So would you say it's an expensive hobby or?
Yeah. Photography in general is expensive.
That's real. Okay, so we've covered your background, covered your inspirations, covered like your skills, what you're experimenting with and whatnot, and you've been at it for a minute. That being said, what was your most favorite project you've done so far?
This is a hard question. Cause like, if you see my work, you wouldn't know that this is my 5th month doing this. So it's like, yeah, I've been researching photography for like 2 years, but I just got in the paint. So trying to pick a favorite is extremely challenging. I think, although it's not really my best work, I say when I went to the Jhené Aiko concert in Miami and I shot that whole concert on film.
Oh, wow.
And some of those shots didn't really come out how I imagined, but I got some pretty good pictures. And that was the first concert that I went and shot. ever. And it was on a film camera. So I say I learned a lot of stuff from that too.
Okay. And do you shoot at concerts often, or like do you specialize in just fashion street photography, or do you like to dabble in
The fashion stuff is
photography as well?
It started with concert photography. That's how it started. Because what made me go buy my film camera, like the event that was like, yeah, I gotta get cameras now. I went to this Ian concert in Fort Lauderdale. That was like November. And while I was in the mosh pit, while it was throwing me around, for some reason I was like, take some pictures. Like on my phone. I pulled out my phone. I was like, I'm gonna take some pictures. It was like a complete intrusive thought, which is really random because like I'm in the middle of a mosh pit. So I pulled my phone out. Mind you, I can barely hold my phone straight. And I'm just taking pictures, right? And then after the show, everyone's going to this other side of the venue, and everyone's just standing out there waiting for him to come outside. I'm like, he's not gonna come outside. He comes outside. So him and his producer Soprano, they both come outside, right? And I'm just taking pictures on my phone. Then when I'm about to go home, right? I'm in the Uber. And I just download Lightroom. I'm just editing the pictures to try to make them look like they wasn't shot on the iPhone. And it actually came out pretty all right.
Yeah.
So I posted it and I tagged Soprano. I tagged both of them. And Soprano reposted the picture. I was like,
wow.
I gotta get a camera. I was like, I gotta get a camera.
And that was just using your iPhone. Which iPhone was it? Not that
it was a 15.
Oh, okay.
And he DM'd me. He was like, bro, you gotta send me these.
Wow.
So I was like, little does he know. These are iPhone pictures. So that made me lock in. And like 2 weeks later, I bought my camera.
Huh? And what camera was that?
That's a Nikon N60. That's a film camera.
For all you camera nerds out there, I don't know what that means, but I'm sure it's a pretty good one, right?
Right. It's a nice beginner film camera, I'll say.
Your story reminds me of Steve Lacy and how he used to make beats, like using his guitar and his iPhone, yeah. And now look at him, a Grammy Award winner. I don't know what awards photographers win, but I'm sure you're gonna,
I don't know each one.
Whatever suits you. Okay. That being said, not to say that you're like on a master pro level, you're definitely headed there, but I don't know if you're there yet. But when you do get there, yeah. What would you like take pictures of, or like who would you take pictures of? Like if there was like no limits in your way, no barriers, like I just want to capture this. Like this is like peak. I want to take a photo of this.
Definitely runway shows.
Like modeling?
Yeah, for sure. And like fashionable celebrities. Like I don't want to just take pictures of celebrities. Like they gotta be fashionable.
Like Erykah Badu, or
yes.
Okay. Or Andre 3000, yeah. Kind of like
A$AP Rocky, like them.
So you're basically, you want to be like, I'm taking pictures of regular fashionable people, but now I want to take pictures of like peak fashion.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's some nice aspirations. I think you'll get there. I mean, your first take at photography, you already had pictures of Ian, and they already gave you some recognition. So I'm sure you're on your path there. All right. Well, those are all the questions I had for Ja. Thank you, Ja, for answering them with such eloquence and insight. That being said, I do have a surprise activity for Ja. He doesn't know what it is. You guys don't know what it is, I hope. And it is puzzles. Okay. I asked Ja to send me some of his photographs from before. And I cut them into little puzzle pieces. And I'm going to give him 5 minutes to get one photo together.
To get one photo or all of them?
I was going to make you do like all of them, but I don't know if we have the space or time for that. So if you can get one together, that would be great. I'm going to put a timer on it though. So Give me a second. Okay, you have 5 minutes.
It started.
It's starting now.
I'm gonna do my favorite picture.
Okay.
You got a blue. Oh wait, hold on.
Whoop.
There's 2 pictures with blue in it.
Yeah.
That's the wrong one. Got these pieces first. Is that it? I think that's it. This might be a part of this. Gotta make sure. Why you make the pieces so small?
I thought they were too big, actually.
Don't know if I need these or not. Maybe. Okay. This goes right here.
You have more space to work with if you want it.
This goes. Wait. Yeah.
They're really good at this. I was expecting more of a challenge, but if you can squeeze another one in, that would be cool too. I will say you do have 3 minutes left, the timer.
Could have. That's what okay. This guy's right there. Swoop is not right. Thunder. Oh.
The picture's almost complete, honestly.
I'm trying to figure out where this goes. Hold on. That's not right. Did I miss a piece? And where is this? You missing. You're missing.
No. Everything's cut right.
Then why is there a missing piece from?
Maybe if you push them closer together, I don't know.
There's some
What? Look at that.
hush.
Okay.
I
Do
pretty
you-
much did.
Do you want to hit or?
You know?
Okay, you're good. I was just gonna say that's a corner piece, so like. Okay. You have to complete the photo though.
Let's go up here. I'm missing sky pieces. Does this look? No.
You have 1 minute and 20 seconds left.
Chill.
Oh, and if you beat this challenge, you win Aura points. So. Like,
Bro. Hold on. Wait. I pretty much got it. I just can't figure out the sky. This for sure is a piece of this. This might be over here. This is it. Okay. Does this go right here? Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So, now I just gotta figure out. This goes right here. This goes right here. I was right there. I was right there. I'm about to take a picture.
That was pretty good, though. That was pretty good. Do you want to finish it, or do you want to leave it how it was?
I gotta send this to her.
It's incredible. I think if you like rotate this for like, yeah, you were basically there. Incredible. Now imagine if I made you do all of this.
All this crazy.
Yeah. And if you want to see the other photos that y'all provided for this activity, you can see it on his Instagram. Now that we're wrapping up the episode, Jaw, do you mind sharing your contacts and where people can find your work?
Hold up.
Okay.
Konarchives on Instagram. KONARCHIVES.
Yeah. And
that's just about it. www.konarchives.com too.
Okay.
And that was a spots interview.
yeah, thank you for watching. We've learned so much about Jaw, and please tell us what you like about this episode. So, thank you. Goodbye.